Welcome to Real
Yeah, baby.
Estate. How you doing?
I'm fine. Y'all see it. I'm here.
You got your shirt on.
All
You
the
like
time. You know, I'm always self-branding. Y'all see it. 'Cause
self branding. Got your colors. Got your book.
yes.
Everything. And so before we go into the full interview, first of all, how are you doing, sis?
I'm doing fine. I don't complain.
Yeah.
Even
So
when I'm not doing fine, I don't complain.
yeah, how's the coronavirus and all this craziness impacting you?
Well, actually, I've been trying to stay in because, you know, the young people, I employ a lot of young people. I don't know where they might be, so I can't take a chance of getting sick. So I kind of like try to go in, do what I need to do early, and then get on out of there, you know?
Yeah, and get on. But I went by Country Cooking the other day. People still patronizing and coming through.
Yeah, they definitely coming through. People still traveling too from all over. I was shocked to see like people like I'm on the road. They show me the pictures of them getting on the road, the videos they getting on the road from New York, Baltimore, all these different places, and they still coming. So
Yeah, but
surfing.
you don't seem like you've been chilling. You seem like you've been busy in
I've
the
been
2
very
months.
busy. I've been in. Well, you know, I was reading this book. Oh, what's the name of the book? Anyway, it said you're supposed to have at least 10 sources of income. And I don't. So I started making ways that I can, while this quarantine was going on, that I can get 10 sources of income working for me. And one is my book. It's doing
Yes.
good so far. We done sold almost 3,000 copies. And that's less than 5 days. We sold
Wow.
copies. So that's huge for me. I thought it was kind of bad.
God.
Bestsellers list by tomorrow, by 11. If not, then I have to do it another week. But it's any week. You have to have 5,000 copies sold in a week. So I know once people start reading, they're gonna tell somebody else gonna tell somebody else because it's a page turner.
And so let's just take a moment and talk about this book. So what made you say, you know what? Well, first of all, it's called Don't Play with Sod. And on the back it says, you ever been through so much?
Yeah, you can say it. We can't cuss on live.
I know, I was just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I was just trying to, but that's basically, and when you start reading the back page.
You gotta read the back page to them so they can know.
And it says, from the time I can remember, my family was cursed. That first line. I'm like, what? And then you said, my name is Nakia Shaw, and I was born into a family of crime.
Period.
Full stop. And then, what made you say, I'm gonna write this book?
I think I needed a cleanse. I was being depressed a lot. You know, the psychiatrists, they don't do no good. People, I mean, to each his own. I think I had to get it early. If I was gonna get therapy, I think I would have had to get it early. I've been through some traumatic things, you know, some traumatizing things. I mean, like really traumatizing. It's crazy because stuff that we see every day, we don't know that we being traumatized. Like the kids nowadays, when they 7 years old and see dead bodies, see blood in the street, they just walking past like it's normal. Oh, you know, such and such got shot. We had little kids saying it. You're traumatized and don't even know it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot in my book that's showing like, I think anybody that picked my book up, they're gonna be able to relate to me in some kind of way through my book. Whether it was the pain they felt, and I was never shortchanged of anything in life. I had a family that gave me everything in the world, but I was bad as hell. I was bad.
Yeah. And so this book is a true story, even though the names are a little bit different.
I was going to say it's a fiction story. It's a fiction story, but it's my life.
It's your life.
It's a lot of things.
License.
Say it again.
You have some creative. It's based on your life, but there's some creativity in here. Is that fair?
Okay.
And so you wanted to cleanse, and you said that you've experienced a lot of things, and I think you're a pretty transparent person, wouldn't you say?
Very.
And why are you that way?
I come from a family. My grandfather was straight up front with me. All of our family, we straight to the point, straight up front. You're gonna know how we feel. I want to know how you feel, because that's how we want to have a good relationship. If not, the relationship is fake. Mm-hmm. So I want to just be me. You know, if I want to snatch my little wig off, Cherri, I want to snatch my wig off. I want my wig off. I want my wig off. I put my good wig on for you today, baby.
And I appreciate it, boo. And shout out to all the sisters wearing wigs these days, because you can't go to the salon. Okay.
Can't.
And that's that auburn color. I like it.
You like my new color?
Yeah, and just twist it to a little bit to the, there you go. Make sure your part's straight. There you go. You got it.
Got it.
And so
be real, because people want to see some realness here. You know what I mean?
I know they do. They really, really do. And so when you decided to, I mean, it sounds like you almost reading this, like you telling your story when I was reading.
It's a good book. Like when I say it's good, they gonna say when they picked it up, they gonna be like, I never knew that happened to her. And people gonna be like, I'm going through similar things. If she made it, I can make it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had everything in the world. And we often wonder why our kids do certain things and how they grow up to be certain things and why they certain ways. It's in the book.
Yeah. And one of the things in your book, I think that you tie, you can understand it because it's based on your life, even though there's creative license here. Like you can understand where you got generosity from.
Yep.
Where you learn to cook, how you fell in love with cooking.
Yeah.
Because of that relationship you had with your grandmother, where you learned to shop.
Yep, from my grandmother. She always wanted the best of the best, baby. And you know, I throw it on when I feel like throwing it on, Cherri. So that's why when I don't want to wear my wig, they be like, oh, she need to have on makeup in the kitchen. She need to do her hair. First of all, I want my 2 braids and I want my hair to breathe when I'm in the kitchen. And I don't want no makeup on my face. Like cooking here. Yeah,
and that's Black women speak. Everybody know we all put a scarf on when we cooking.
Exactly.
You know we trying to keep, I try to keep the edges straight when I'm cooking. I don't cook that good. I'm just gonna put it out there.
That's right. You can buy my food, lay it on a pretty plate.
Yes, that's what I should do. That's exactly what I should do.
Exactly. I got a lot of friends that do that.
So what was the hardest part about writing this?
The hardest part about writing this is my son's father's death. And I described it a lot in there. So that's like the hard part. That was the hard part for my son to read. It's probably be the hard part for his children to read. You know, like I laughed when I wrote the book. I bust out laughing. I bust out crying. There's so many things that people wouldn't think that I've been through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be like, did that really happen? Mm-hmm. It happened.
Yeah. And you always, and I got a chance to interview you a couple of years ago, and you always talk about your son's father as one of the realest people you've ever met.
He definitely was. No fakeness in him at all. He was who he was, no shortcuts, no nothing. Good, genuine person. They definitely took a good one off the street.
Yeah. And but there's some wild stuff going on in here.
You know what they say though? They say you live by the gun, you die by the gun.
Yeah.
Street term, but it's some realistic shit.
And so why was it so important for you to get your son to go to college and to do all these things?
For one, that's something that I want for my son. For two, it was his father's, that's what he was out there for, to make sure his kids went to school, make sure they went to college. That was like the most important thing to him. Because he wasn't one that went to college. I don't even think he finished high school, but that was one of the most important things to him, for his kids to have a college education. So that's like big. And like, you're going to school. Whether you want to go or not, you're going.
And you had your son star in a trailer and I'm gonna try to do this because I tried to practice this. I popped the trailer up, a little bit of it, and I'm gonna try to play it for people right now. Okay.
You gotta play it from the beginning. That's a lot. The trailer right there shows a lot about me right there.
Yeah, and I think I have a clip from your. I saw the longer trailer, but I'm gonna show I think there's a minute clip on your IG page or a short clip. So I'm gonna try to do this. Okay. Y'all bear with the sister trying to do some technology, share it screen. So I'm gonna try to share this screen right here and pull this up. I think this is it right here. I think this is it right here. Let me see if I can do this right. If I do it wrong, I apologize. We're gonna try to do this. Let's see if I got this right. No, I didn't do it right, but I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I got this screen, that screen. I've never done this before, so we trying something new. And if I can't get it, you know what? I'm gonna stop the share because I don't know what I'm doing. But I was trying to show them your clip, and I will post it here. And your son stars in there, and it actually, in that clip, your son is playing his father.
Yep.
And tell us why you decided to do a full trailer.
I did the trailer so people can kind of get what the book was about. If you notice, the book starts off with my mom in the strip club, and you see the little girl, that's me. Most people that don't even read the book, just look at the trailer, they probably gonna just instantly think that, oh, I didn't know so I was a stripper, so it it grabs your attention straight from the rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
I did not know that.
you probably thought I was the stripper.
I mean, your mother. I know that was the mother figure there. Had this whole life, and you looked up to her in this way, like every child does to their mother.
You always want your mother, no matter what.
And your grandmother, who was taking care of you out of town, was like, no, you shouldn't be that way.
Exactly.
And that kind of made you want your mother even more.
It did. Because no matter what, when your mother not around, can't nobody tell you nothing about your mother when you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? You always want that love. You always want it, no matter what. No matter who say what about your mother, no matter what your mother is doing, you still love your mother. So me, I've always had my grandparents, my uncles, and them taking care of me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I never had that motherly love. So even though I had it from my grandmother, it's not the same because you want your mother. You know what I mean?
And so you experienced a lot of things and saw a lot of things and learned a hustle, so to speak.
I'm a hustler. That's all I know.
Yeah. But you turned it into you turned it into like a legit business.
I'm getting too old for that. You get too old for certain stuff. Cherri, you get too old, Cherri, for certain stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's time to change. It's time to live right, do the right thing.
And so tell me the moment that you decided to flip the switch.
Well, when I had my son, and then I started thinking about it, and as you read the book, you can be like, damn, I'm doing the same shit all over again. Like, how I come up here and I'm still doing the same shit, and I done lost my son's father to this shit, and I'm up here doing it. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, when do it stop? So it took a life-changing event for me to just say, listen, enough of that. This is what you got to do. You got to get yourself together. You got to go straight. You got to fly straight. And I'm blessed to be like, not in jail, not dead. Like, God gave me so many chances. And that's why people don't understand why I give back so much. I had so many chances in life, and they would look at me and be like, oh, child, she ain't been through nothing. Child, please, only if you know.
Yeah. And so you decided to flip the switch. You decided now to have multiple streams of income. Where do you get all this energy from?
I don't. You know what, Cherri? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know, like, I'm really still sick. If I wanted to, I could still go to the Social Security office and get the check. But I just choose not to. Like, you understand what I'm saying? I'm well enough where I can get up and I can go work and I can go do what I need to do. You know what I mean? But I'm still really ill. I just don't share with the world. I just don't let them see that part of me. I let them see my strength. You know what I mean? Because people are like, dang, how's she gonna do it? I can't walk up the steps like a normal person. Yeah, I crawl up my steps every day. After work, yeah, I'm crawling up the steps.
Wow, because I don't think, when I did your story, I was shocked to find out that you had both cancer and a stroke.
And seizures. Yeah.
Because everybody, when they see you, you're like, saw it, right?
Yeah, but if you ever see me walk, I walk with a limp, but I camouflage it so good, you would never know. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so you wanted to share, what are you hoping people take from Don't Play with SARD?
Never give up. And it's so much trauma in that book. Like, it's like so much pain in the book, but then there's so much happiness in the book too. So you want to smile, you want to laugh, you might even cry. You be like, damn, saw it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, did this really? Like, sometimes I even went crazy in there a couple times. You know what I mean? Yeah. But it's life that people don't want to deal with, or people might not want to admit that they've been like that or they did that. But you did it, or you didn't act crazy in some kind of way, or some kind of way you're gonna be able to relate to me in the book. That's for sure.
And I will tell you this: it's so easy to read, and I think we had Felicia Roche on a couple weeks ago, and she talked about when she wrote her book. It's called Unraveled, about her life, all the trauma she went through, and she said walking through the fire of going to relive all of this to write this book was the healing process. How did writing this help heal you?
Every day I wrote it. Sometimes I had to stop. I'll start back up the next day. I cried a lot, and I'm like, it seemed like this book was never gonna get out. And I started it the first week I went on house arrest, and it would have been finished within a month. not even a month, but it would have been finished like in probably less than a month. But I prolonged things, went into the supermarket and all of that. So that prolonged things a lot. So.
Well, it's hard to write a book, Saud. I mean, you know,
It was really easy.
and why was it so easy?
And if you see the ending of the book, you're gonna know that there's a part 2 coming. But I'm gonna drop my cookbook first and then go to the part 2.
And so, okay, so we got the book. Don't play with Saud.
You see it.
And I know some of my friends actually spend a lot of time watching you on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
They love watching.
They say about me. They think I'm crazy.
No, they say it's the stuff you put in your food. They be like, "What in the world?" Like the things you make. You know, it's funny. It's fun. It's funny, and you're just being you, and you just cooking.
Yeah, that's how I wanted to be. I wanted to be authentic. I don't want it to be fake or scripted or, oh yeah, today we're going to make X. No, this is what we're going to do. Get your ingredients together. Come on, we don't got all day. Like, you know, I want it to be like I'm in your kitchen with you talking to you. Mm-hmm. Like, Cherri, come on, get the steak. Flip the steak. I told you to marinate the steak for a whole day. You ain't marinate the steak. Come on, Cherri. You know?
My steak would be dry. Like, I feel like I would mess it up.
If you look at my YouTube, you can cook anything I put on there because I do it step by step, and it's not put X, Y, and Z this. Oh, do this, do that. It's not hard. Trust me.
Yeah. And so you started this YouTube channel. I mean, you have several episodes at this point, some with thousands and thousands of views. Why do you think people are so drawn to you?
Because I'm real. They know there's no fakeness with me. A lot of people trying to be other people. I don't want to be nobody but myself.
Yeah.
That's the difference. And that's what a lot of people, when they say that they hate me or don't like me, and you don't have a reason to. You don't like me because I'm myself. And you can't be yourself. You got to be somebody else. So it hurts you to see me just be myself. You know?
I have to say, you've always been the exact same person every time I've seen you. You know what I mean? Like, you're always warm. I call you up on the phone, you answer. Even when you was going through your trials and all kinds of stuff, I called you up. I was like, look, Saud, I'm being a reporter right now. Do you want to talk? You was like, nah, sorry, call my lawyer. And I was like, all right, I had to call you, but thank you for answering the phone. You know what I'm saying? You was like very cool about it. Like, and you never, I mean, and what can I say? You know what I mean? You like always were very cool and very straight up.
I try to be. That's just me. I just want to be myself. That's it.
And so you got the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. You got the business. Mm-hmm. How's everything going with all the
merchandise about to drop? I got to give you some of my merchandise because I know you drink coffee or tea every day. So.
I do. I drink coffee every single day.
Sure that I drop some for you.
And you got the T-shirt line. You got merch.
Yeah, I got the merchandise coming. I got the y'all see it cups. I should have had some of it right here for you. I had the teapots coming. I'm trying to get my pot line going. I've been working on that, so I'm starting to get somewhere with that finally. Mm-hmm. I sold so many pot sets for Copper Chef, so it's like, no, I'm going to sell my own brand. You know?
Yeah.
What's up? I'm a marketing. A lot of people don't know about me. I'm a marketing genius. That's what they
are. No, I'm serious, and I
know how to get your attention.
I'm telling you right now, and I'm predicting this, you're going to be teaching a class, like an MBA level class on marketing, because people like, I mean, how do you got the merch, you got the business, you got a book that sold thousands of copies in just a few days. You've grown an audience of hundreds of thousands. All you got to do is say, come get this, get these platters, and there's a line outside your door.
They can get it. So for the coronavirus special, that's what we call it, the coronavirus special, everything $15. If you want shrimp, you want salmon, you want fish, anything you want, just so I don't have to be in there 24 hours a day. It's a simple menu, everything $15, but it's a good menu.
Yeah.
That's why. But even though things are a little slower and things are a little different because the way we have to do things, if it wasn't like that, then yeah, we would be booming, lines would be all the way down the street, we would be out front eating on the cars and everything else, you know?
Yeah. And one of the things you said online, you talked about, because what do you think about the way this whole SBA, all the loans and everything that's been going? How do you?
They won't give me nothing. But you know what, Mr. Brown and his friends, they put the together a PA 30-day fund. I got approved for that because that's their personal money. They just seen what people was. So that's the only thing I got approved for. Since I had a felony, they said that I couldn't receive any of the funds, like the federal funds and all of that stuff. I'm like, I got a business. Y'all want me to pay taxes and everything else. I probably pay more taxes than a whole lot of people that's here. Like, you know what I mean? I just couldn't believe it. My business couldn't get anything. I couldn't get anything for my workers. You know, so good thing we were considered essential, because if not, then I would have had 17 people out of work.
Yeah.
Like that depend on me. And they have families and kids. Some of them have kids and other stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what do you think about that? Because in Philly, we have 300,000 people who have records. And most of these folks have created businesses just like you. They employ people. And a lot of them were left out of it.
Yeah, and I didn't think that I don't think that was right. I don't think that's right at all. Mm-hmm. Like, we pay our taxes and we do everything, because let us don't pay our taxes. You see me, right now I'm paying back taxes and other stuff now. But you want to make sure that y'all get all of your money. And we're the ones, the small businesses, the ones that's keeping everything going. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's horrible.
And so what got you through all of this, the craziness with the courts? What got you through that? I mean, there was cameras. I was there. I tried to be as fair as possible.
I pray. Yeah. I got a good lawyer and I got a good support team. Mm-hmm. My support team is awesome. When you read my book, you're going to be like, wow. Mm-hmm. Like, I cut off all the fake stuff, all the fake friends, all the fake, you know, all that's cut. Yeah. Because if you wasn't there for me in my worst time, then I don't need you there for me in my best time.
Yeah. And so for those people who always wondering, how do you tell? Like, you know, we got a lot of young people, a lot of people who, you know, they start one place, get to another place, and they trying to decipher. You know, you've been through it. You've seen it up close.
Too up close and too personal. Well, people be so fake. You know the people that be fake. When people don't congratulate, like I said something as simple as post my book. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ask for money. I didn't ask you to go buy the book. It don't cost you a damn dime to post my book. Sometimes you think your friends and your people really want to see you win, but they really don't. Like, sometimes they be the worst ones holding stuff against you, or something you might have said, or something you might have did, or just for simply nothing, just plain jealousy. Like, I don't know. But me, I support all my friends. If I call you my friend, then you my friend. Like, I help people out that's not even my friend. So, you know what I mean? Like, that's just what my heart says do. Because I don't have that jealousy. I don't have that jealous spirit in my heart. Now, I might be jealous because the motherfucker lost a few pounds or something. I might get jealous about that. Like, how you lose that weight? I want to lose some weight too. Like, that might make me a little jealous, Cherri.
And I can't hate on that. I be getting a little jealous too, especially right now. Yeah. Everybody's doing that quarantine 25. That I was gonna say 15, but it's getting to be 20 the longer we stay in here. And I gotta say, I mean, you always handle it with such grace, though. You really do.
I just try to take it, like, as you can see in the book. A lot of things I didn't put in the book. So my son's father, his kids wouldn't feel some type of way, or my son wouldn't feel no type of way. You know, I don't need my son out here acting crazy or doing nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, Kay, you too loud. So it's a lot of, you too loud. It's like a lot of things that I didn't put in the book because it was like really sensitive, but a lot of stuff, it's so much stuff in that book. And I wanted people to be like, Dad, what's next?
I mean, you flipped, I mean, I was up till like 2 a.m. reading this book, and I was like, if I don't go to sleep right now, my brain is not going to work tomorrow. But you Turner.
All I'm saying is, I was crazy as hell when I was young, and I did some crazy stuff. You hear me? And it's in the book. I was crazy when I was young. Even now, I have no fear, but I had no fear then. And I used to, the saying when people say, the more you get away with, the more you do? Mm-hmm. That was me.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
But I have to say, your bounce back is crazy, though, because you had your court case one day and got out of that, and then boom, you over at the ShopRite, selling out your mermaid meat.
Yes.
How did that feel?
It was so beautiful to see how so many people showed me so much love, how so many people just traveled because I was just launching one solid. So that was so emotional for me. I was like, wow, it was wrapped around the supermarket, wrapped all the way outside, out the parking lot. It was huge. And we
Yeah.
sold like over 1,000 units in like an hour. Like it was crazy. That's just 1 hour.
That's insane. And then I heard, I saw on your Instagram a couple people tried to snatch it. And you was calling people out for trying to like lift the mermaid meat from
Like, why y'all gotta steal my mermaid meat? Come on now. Steal another salad. Why you want to steal my salad?
And so, where did you go? I mean, because you had been dreaming about being in supermarkets for a long time.
And I did it. So when I was sick, right? My Aunt Stacy, she's like, you want to stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself. You're going to get up. You're not going to keep moping and poping and all this stuff every day. And one day she just came, she's like, I had enough. I bought you this book. You're going to write down all your goals, all the things that you want to do. I still got the book and I still check it off. This is one of the things on my list. That supermarket was one of the things further down the list, like down the list, but I did it sooner than what I thought I was going to do it. I did the book sooner than what I was going to do it.
Yeah, and I know Jeffrey Brown, he was in court. He said, look, he was excited to work with you. I mean, you brought people in the Brown shop, right?
Yep.
I'm sure they bought more groceries than just the mermaid meat.
Exactly. So
and
one hand washes the other.
Yeah.
We got to work together. Mr. Brown is a smart man. He know, he see, I'm about this shmoney. So one thing about numbers don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
We were selling out thousands and thousands and thousands of salads a week. I made history. It's never been done before.
Yeah.
I'm talking about we were selling thousands. Like, and do you 40,000 units, 50,000 units. It was insane.
Does this even register? Like, what does it, I mean, how does this register in your mind? Because, I mean, do you get scared? Because every time somebody has a party, right, you get a little bit of fear, like, are people going to show up? Am I going to be there by myself? Do you have that moment, or do you just walk in knowing?
No, I don't walk in knowing. I put on a show. They know they can expect. Just like, I'm sure nobody thought that I was going to do a movie trailer to the book. So when they seen it, they're like, what? It made you go buy the book. You gotta do what people don't think that it happened, or what people don't think that would possibly happen. So it was a cool idea. The girl that told me, she's like, oh, you should do a trailer. So I saw her movie trailers. I was like, no, I would make a real movie, not a trailer just telling them about my book. I was like, I wouldn't do that. I said, if I'm gonna make a movie trailer, it's gonna be a movie trailer. Like, it's gonna be like some scenes in there.
But you've been doing like films for a minute. I mean, it's like you do mini docs every time when you do give backs. Every time this video you put together like solid prom giveaway videos. I mean, it's just become part of.
You know, Cinderella was good. James Bond. Remember James Bond? Oh my God! What about Wakanda Comes to Philly?
That was good.
That was. When they ever seen the Black Panther in the hood?
And the wall is still painted over there.
Yes.
It's like a permanent reminder of this. Where do you get these ideas from?
I don't know. I just see it and I just go with it. Like we practiced Wakanda that week. It was in my head. I already had the costumes. I knew I wanted them to wear the costumes. And I just got people out of the neighborhood to play the parts. My staff and other people to play the parts. And it just came together. Like, I need somebody to do the makeup artist, to get the all the stuff, the tattoos and all the stuff on them. Like, and I wanted to recreate the movie. And when BET seen it, they like, who is this woman? Who thinks to do something like this? How long did it take us? Like, the week of, like maybe 3 days to put it together? Like, I already knew I wanted to start.
And people seem like they really enjoy being a part of it.
They do. It's fun. And you giving the neighborhood something to look up to instead of us seeing so much killing. Like, you know how many killings we see of people that we know and love every day? It's even if you've seen them grow up, you love them. You be like, damn, that was little Chucky. Like, oh man, like I remember when I was taking him to basketball practice, football practice, like, you know, taking him on trips and paintballing and doing little stuff that I used to do with my son. It's just, You get tired of seeing so much dark stuff. Let's see something joyful, something lightful, but then they criticize it. Like, you think it's beautiful, you know it's beautiful, but then you criticize it. Like, how? Like, I don't get it. Like, so I just do what I want to do.
Yeah. And it seems like it's working though. And because anytime you work with a business, they tend to do better.
Yep. Any business that I put up on my Instagram, I put it on there purposely to help their business. Mm-hmm. Now, do they do the same for me? I don't think so. But it's okay. Yeah. Because I get my blessings. I don't get my blessings from men. I get my blessings from my papa. So it don't.
Because that generosity, because because people who keep one hand, if you keep a hand closed because you're being stingy, it also keeps it from being open to receive. So it goes out, but it comes right back in. And you endorse products too, because I was actually looking at some of the edges. You had the regrow stuff. You had hair products. And these are products you actually use. You
know what? People have offered me up to $10,000 to put stuff on my page. I wouldn't do it. I don't agree with it. I don't want it on my page. But people get upset and they be like, well, she thinks she this, but see, that's when the back stuff get on there. I don't want to put that on my page. I don't want it. That's not what I'm into. Yeah. So that's when you get I don't like her. I hate her. I can't stand her. She this, she that. No, I don't want it on my page. Or if I don't post a product, so you want me to post a product that wasn't no good or I didn't like, you want me to say, oh, I didn't like this product. I'm not going to do that to your business. It's the same way I can help your business, the same way I can hurt your business. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't do that. So I just rather not say anything. I'd rather not just post it.
Yeah, because you are a social media influencer with 300,000 plus followers. How do you view that? Did you view it that way? You just said, you could help. Do you view it that way as a responsibility?
When I got up to 300,000 followers, even 200,000 followers, it's like, okay, like so many people be so excited about Instagram, but I was popping before Instagram. So how do they think I got where I got to? I've been doing these giveaways for so long. These kids know me. Long as the kids know. I don't care. People be like, you know how most people, they call the news out every time they do something? I don't do all that. Most of the time, it normally just get out from somebody else or whatever.
That's how I found out, so that's how I found out.
Listen, I don't need the news. The news be getting me in trouble, okay? Damn camera got me in so much trouble.
I remember like that set the whole tone. I asked you about, I said, what about people call you Camel Prime Mom and all this? You were looking at me, like, Cherri, really? Really?
I hate it. And I tell people all the time, if you're gonna attach Camel Mom to the don't interview me. They hurt their soul with that. Like, they still using it. Like, when it's gonna get old? The camel gone.
That's years ago now at this point. Yeah. How many years ago was that? And it's still
3, almost 4.
4 years. Oh my God.
Like 3 years and something now.
And you've done how many proms since then for other people's kids?
Well, at one time we did 22. But that's what, you know what the beautiful thing about that was? You never seen a city come together like how they came together for that. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about, we spent so much money if you put the work, like them girls had designer gowns, like everything custom, like you had on from red bottom to Jimmy Choo to, it wasn't no telling, the guys and the girls. They had the most luxury cars, from Bentleys to Teslas to whatever it was. And people still don't get it. And what I never broadcast that it was a lot of homeless kids in that. It was a lot of kids that was out there on the corners trying to sell drugs, trying to get their prom stuff. See, they don't get all that because I don't tell them all that. I didn't want nobody to be like, oh, she's homeless, feel sorry for her. You wouldn't have been able to tell the ones the parents that had money, because it was kids in there whose parents was doctors and lawyers now. They got free proms too. You know what I'm saying? But you wouldn't be able to tell which was which. Because I didn't want the kids to feel that. I just want them all to feel good for one day. If you had never felt like a princess before, you felt like one now. And not only that, I found some of the people that was homeless. I made sure they had housing. I didn't put that on there. I don't put that out there. Made sure they had a place to stay, where they didn't have to be homeless anymore. Got some of my friends I know got money. Y'all keep saying y'all want money, but this ain't for publicity. Let's put this together and let's do X, Y, and Z. I don't put all that stuff on there. I don't put that stuff on there about the homeless. I feel People always say, "Oh, you should be doing such and such from home." You don't know what I do.
Why do you think it pissed people off? Why do you think it pissed people off so much that they got the kids get to ride around in a Bentley or something like that?
It pissed them off so much because probably I didn't pick their kid, but their kid didn't write a letter. They probably didn't think it was gonna be that big. Mind you, we was only supposed to give away one prom. Then when we got there, I said, okay, so many kids, we're gonna give away 3 proms. So then when we got there and I read, I read all the stories. I read everybody's stories. I'm talking about from kids being molested, raped, all kind of shit. Like these kids deserve it. Like, how do you pick? How do you choose? I got there, I put all my friends on the spot. I said, listen, y'all, I read all these things. Y'all done read them. We can't just do it for 1 prom. So then we went to 3. They start hollering. Everybody get hair. Everybody get weave. Everybody get shoes. Everybody get a car. Like, it was like, you get a car, you get some weave, you get some makeup, you get your own makeup artist, you know. So, and everybody was just with it. It was in the heat of the moment. They had on their wings. I think the wings did it.
Yes, yes.
The designers in Philadelphia, from the drug dealers, I made them come out their pockets. I don't care, nigga, I know what you're doing. You want to help these kids out. Go buy some shoes. Go buy a dress. Make it on something useful. Help a kid out. Like, you know what I'm saying? At one point, you was one of them kids.
And people always counting coins. They count your coins because people think you personally are paying for all this stuff.
I don't pay for all of it, but I put a pretty penny out.
You put a pretty penny in, but you also have people support.
Because at first, I used to do it all on my own.
Yeah.
But then people start seeing what I started doing, like the NBA players, like Deion Waiters. I had people coming in, like helping out. You know what I'm saying? Like big business and they'd be like, okay, so what you need? 5,000, 10,000? Yeah, we need it. Like, people don't know how much the stuff costs. You know what I'm saying? And they see, I'm like, no, I don't need you to write a check to me. Write a check to that Panther, that Black Panther. They said, so you serious? I'm dead serious. That's what I want. You write that check to that, I got that. You write your check to that, I got that. Like, so it's like, we really put on, like, for the city, I'm talking about from the, you know what's so crazy? All of us did that. I asked some certain businesses. I asked some businesses, like some nail salons that was in the neighborhood, like the Chinese nail salons and stuff like that. They said, no, we don't do that. We don't do that. I said, what's your name? I said, do you understand what I'm saying? They said, yes, understand. We don't do free. No free. I said, for 3 kids, you can't do that nails? I put them on my Instagram and said, I will never come in this place again. I told them whatever. So that's what started people to giving. That incident, from that point, from that moment forward, people start saying, what can I do? Let me do the jewelry. Shine Jeweler said, Sonia, you want the money? I said, no, I don't want the money. I said, you work in jewelry. Let me get some diamond. Let me get some necklaces. I didn't know you were going to be diamond necklaces. But I said, let me get some necklaces. Like, I just want some wings. Like, so they can always remember, like, when you touch this, when times get hard for you, you touch that necklace and you be like, it's better times coming. Like, I know it's better times coming. Them kids in college now, them kids call me. Some of them do. I got a good 7 of them out of 22 that still call me, still check up on me. Some of them I still send checks to while they're in college. I still help them out. You know what I mean? And we still do it. Who you know that give laptops and dorm stuff, refrigerators, all that? I get my friends to do it. It ain't no government doing it. Ain't none of the council people doing it. Don't nobody help me do it. It's just stuff that I want to do, and I ask my friends to help me. I don't go on social media asking them to help.
So where does this come from? How does it make you feel when their faces light up?
Well, I come from a giving family. Like I said, my uncles and them used to be in the game. But guess what they used to do? The same stuff. They took care of the hood. So you take care of the hood gonna take care of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I done been on 22nd Street. Let me knock on some wood. But I have been on 22nd Street for the longest. You know, probably 5 or 6 stores that got right around me. But guess what they protect? They protect me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because at some point, I probably bought you some sneakers, or I probably helped you out. Or Christmas time, it's make crime go down some because you ain't had to go out to do no dirty shit and no crazy stuff just so your kid can have a Christmas toy. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we give out nice stuff. We give out good stuff.
Yeah.
Stuff that we wouldn't want to have under our tree for our kids.
And what would you say? I mean, because some people always say, well, you know, you could spend that money on a college education. You could be spending that money on something else.
How they know? I find money for my kids for college. I do.
And do you think it's right that people try to second guess how you decided to spend your money?
You can't tell me. You can't. One thing about me, I'm very stubborn, very bullheaded. Can't nobody tell me what to do. You can say what you want to say, but that don't mean I'm gonna listen. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of people that want to give and don't know how to give. So when they see me actually going in the stores and we giving out 1,000 coats and people like, dang, like you see little babies that's walking around, no socks, no, like I'm in the hood with it. I see it every day. I see them walking past, like can't get their hair done. Then people like, she asking for weed for people. Yeah, because them teenagers, they out there sucking some dick and doing some other stuff, just trying to get a hairdo. So no, come here. You need a job. How old are you? Come here. Let me get you. Come here. Get off that corner. Come here. Like, what you doing on the corner? Like, I knew you. You was in school with my son. Come here. They be like, Miss Son, no. I hug them. They might have a gat or something. What are you doing with a gun? You ain't about that life. Boy, come get this job. You will make as much money in my kitchen as if you're gonna make at a on the corner.
Because you ain't gotta. Because everybody who works for you, with you, all young people.
Yeah.
In that critical age, under 25, between like that 16, 17 to 25, which is a very vulnerable age where they get taken by the streets.
Some of them need some, and that's why I got them there. Some of them I got there for different reasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some of them will be out there killing and robbing to do any and everything just to get a. Some of them might bend and blow your brains out, or somebody next to you brains out, just for a couple dollars. Like it get dark where we live at. It's dark here. Like play with it if you want to. We're in the trenches. You know what I mean? And I see it every day, and I see the need. So that's why I try to give the need. People like, oh, it's so stupid to do a prom. You know what I mean? Kids that's out there doing all kind of shit to try to get a pair of shoes or trying to get their nails done or trying to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's sad.
It's sad. But you do this out of love. And
exactly.
I don't know, like, and that's one of the reasons why I was always attracted to your story, to the work that you do, because I don't know, it just felt so genuine to me. And it's so many people. You only do young people. It's like that's it. Like and it's not. And I feel like when I meet different people, you can kind of tell whether or not it's genuine or whether it's for attention and stuff like that. And I've never received a press release from you, like, ever. It's always somebody hit me up and be like, "Did you see what Saul's about to do?" You know, and then we go down there or whatever. But it's always been genuine.
I don't do that because it don't be about that for me. People like, I don't know why the news. I say, this ain't for the news. I don't care about no. I said, do y'all know how long I've been doing
this? It's hard to find you, sis. It's hard to find you to get a comment. Okay, we got to track you down.
Yeah, pretty much, because I don't be for all that. I'm for the kids. Like, if nothing else, I'm for the kids. I'm for my neighborhood. I stand behind that, and that's it. Like, our kids are hurting. At one point, I didn't even know how bad my own son was hurting. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I got a pretty good relationship with my son, and we talk about everything. So we like, don't fucking lie to me. You lie to somebody else. I don't care you lie to the judge. I don't care who you lie to, but don't lie to me. I'm gonna be the one to get you out of it. But our kids are depressed. And I can give my son everything in the world, but that still don't stop the pain that he feel from seeing 10 of his friends dead in 1 year that he done went to school with. Like, how do you handle that? And you see it, and you see the blood, and you see them. When you're going to see them in the hospital and they dead, or by the time you get to the hospital, they dead. Like, it's depressing where we live at.
But I have to tell you this, one of the things that we've all talked about, and I hear, is that when you are successful, like yourself, when you do things, you're selling stuff in grocery stores, your book is flying off the internet, okay? Because I got mine on the internet. And you say, and your business is doing, even though it's a pandemic, people still come out to support you. But you don't move. You stay right there. Because a lot of times people, when they get the shop, they do whatever, they bounce and they leave the neighborhood.
I would never leave 22nd Street. It's either I'll probably buy another building to try to make it bigger there or do something. But that's where I had another restaurant before at Marketplace at East Falls off of Red Avenue. It did crazy numbers. I did so good in there. But the people was prejudiced. They hated the fact that I made that type of money in there, and they wasn't. They hated the fact that I brought all the customers there. They hated that. Can you tell them to put on a shirt?
The other businesses,
No, like the owners. It wasn't the other businesses love me because while they at my place waiting, they shopping all around. You understand what I'm saying? But the owners, they hated me. They hated me. And I was like, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I want to get out of here. And I'm glad I felt his spirit from the beginning because he kept telling me from the beginning, I don't want that type of food in there. Like, and I was like, man, you're in my business. Come to my house, count my money for 1 hour, any hour you want to count it. Numbers don't lie. And then you tell me you don't want me in your business. So when it's numbers and it's money, you know, they look at you like, okay, yeah, we're going to use her. We're going to this, that, and the third. But like the same way they play with lawyers, I play with lawyers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I gotta ask you a fun question because we got just a few more minutes. Where do you get you got shmoney? You got your own language.
I got shmoney from Cardi B.
Yeah, because Cardi.
That's my girlfriend. You know she followed me. That's my girlfriend.
That's good.
I love Cardi.
You got your own language, sis. You got you got your phrases, your own hashtag. Did was it purposeful?
Stuff that I say.
It became a thing. It just became a thing.
Stuff that I say. Well, like my grandfather, he used to call his grandkids son. Come here, son. Come here, son. Like, you know what I mean? So that's where I got the son from. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got your own language. And yesterday, big boost to the book. LL Cool J brought you into
LL Cool J
IG Live.
Yes.
First of all, he fine. But, you know, I'm no disrespect to his wife and all that. But, girl, you were on there, and I was like, oh, my God. What did that feel like?
I'm not really the type that's starstruck, but I love LL. You know, I like me a light-skinned man with some curly hair. LL ain't got no curly hair, but he light-skinned and he fine. But LL can get it. You hear me?
He got enough of the check boxes. So
that was fun. And he got into it. He was like he was, you know me, I got a personality that I'm always gonna be me. So LL, you're never gonna forget me. He gonna be like, yeah, when I go to Philly, I'm gonna remember that girl. And he did what he said he was gonna do, get his people in touch with me to get my book, and he did exactly what he said he was gonna do. So
yeah. So what's your vision for this book? Because I could see some things happening. I mean, you already saw the visual.
I hope Tyler Perry, Oprah, Lee Daniels, Spike Lee, somebody better pick it up because baby, it's more to the book, like I said, but I just didn't. I wanted to be like a quick page turner, not nobody to get bored, not nobody to, you know what I mean? But the book it's everyday life. It's us. It's stuff that we go through. It's just that I've been through a lot in there. I did a lot of dumb shit, and which is a lot of kids that do a lot. And so when you ask me why do I do what I do, when you read my book, you'll understand it because I was out here doing so much dumb stuff that these kids doing. Mm. So I'm trying to prevent y'all from doing it and just giving y'all a hand or helping y'all in some kind of way.
Yeah, and that's good. I think, and I'm gonna let some folks. We had a lot of people commenting. They said you have a big heart. Here, folks said you making moves, Saud. Y'all see it. Apparently, that's people's favorite line. People were saying, "What's up?" They said because Sonny says if you're bringing customers, that's more money for the building owner. You know, screw them over there. You made the right decision. Everybody says you're a real one. They were talking about the trauma and PTSD. What do you think it would take for our community to heal? We keep talking about.
We need to bring some people in for our kids. We need jobs. Let me tell you something. I'm not putting no more of them damn politicians and stuff on my platform. If you're not helping, they always tell me, oh, we want to help the kids. Y'all want to use my platform. I get people to vote for y'all. And y'all don't come do shit for the neighborhood or shit for the kids. Y'all get in office and forget all about it. Don't even answer the damn phone. So when I ask for jobs and stuff for the kids, y'all they got to bring jobs in here to help these kids. So many of these kids don't want to be on the street selling drugs. They don't want to be doing this stuff. They don't have no fucking choice. If you ain't got no food on your table at home, and you know what's so crazy? My uncle, they from the streets, right? We from the streets. But my uncle and them from the streets. This is where I get it from. Everything that I've seen them do, all I'm doing is passing. They just passed the torch, and I'm doing it now because it's already been done with them. Like through my uncles and my grandfather, like they always been giving the community. Like, you know what I'm saying? They got murals of my Uncle James all over the city. Just because he was such a giver and always made sure his neighborhood was okay. You know what I'm saying? My uncles and them carried that same torch. So now I'm carrying the torch because I have a different platform. Like my social media platform is really big. So therefore I can reach more kids and reach more people. But these kids in North Philadelphia, they know who I am. They know me and they love me. And I love them. So the only thing that's going to happen if we can get these kids some jobs, get some activities for these kids. And I'm not talking about just in the rec center, just chilling or running around the playground. No, they need to get, like when I get some real money, I'm going to open up the stuff that our kids like to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? To give them some hands-on, some hustle money. So when they can go to college, they can hustle their own money up, go to college. They don't got to worry about what their parents on drugs now. Oh yeah, I can teach you how to do nails. I can teach you how to do hair. I want to open up, my dream is to open up a big cosmetics. You probably didn't know that about me, but I had that's my first love. And that's my real profession is hair. You know what I mean? So I want a great big, like one of the biggest cosmetology schools that you ever saw with barbering and cosmetology, nails, all of that. And that's just something, because that's something big that's in our community. You see how we got the Chinese, everybody can't stop going to the Chinese because we don't have enough. We have Black people that do it and they good, but we don't have enough.
Yeah.
That's into it and that's doing it and can do it the proper way. But see, my thing is I want them to learn how to know how to do hair. They only give you the basics. So then when you come out here, you're not able to make it because you don't have no clientele. You're going to have clientele coming straight from school. That's how
you want to give the kids, the young people, the tools to take care of themselves so they won't have to do bad things or whatever and get themselves in trouble.
I had that. I had all of that. I had somebody to give me all that and do all of that for me. So I had 20 different hustles. Listen, I was having carnivals. If you ask some people about me for real on Stillman Street, they'll tell you she had carnivals at the age of 7 on the porch, jipping the kids out their money. You know, to drop the quarter in the water to catch the thing. Yep, I had all these prizes lined up on the bandit thing. Like, kids don't think like that. I guess because I grew up around money, so I wanted money. So this book, money can be evil and money can be good. Like, listen, this book tells a lot. This little 155 pages. It's a lot. And there's a lot of craziness in there too, and a lot of madness. So
tell people where they can get the book and support you, and how they can support you.
Okay, to get my book, all you have to do is go to my Instagram, which is Country Cookin, COUNTRY COOKIN, drop the G, number 1. Yeah. So with the Country Cookin 1, just go in my link in my bio and purchase the book. Or if you can go to my story on my Instagram and just swipe up, it's right there. You can see the trailer right there as well. So, you know, I'm about getting this shmoney. So I want to show the kids how they can get shmoney early. Like, we can have like free programs and stuff like that. Like, that's the stuff we should be having grants for. Like, they got all this money and didn't do nothing with the money. Like, come on.
And as we wrap up, Saudia, I always like to finish Real Talk by saying what you're thankful for. What are you grateful for in this moment and in time?
I'm grateful that God spared me. I'm grateful that I'm not dead or in jail. Because when you read the book, you can be like, damn, she should have been locked up for her whole fucking life. That's what you're gonna be like, damn. I'm grateful for my son. I'm grateful for health. I'm grateful that I can walk. I'm grateful that I can talk straight. I'm grateful that I can use all my limbs. I might can't use them to the full capacity, but I can do just about anything that I want to do. I probably just can't lift nothing heavy, you know what I'm saying, or carry a lot of stuff. But other than that, I can do just about anything that I want to do. So I'm just grateful for that. So I don't complain. I don't complain at all. I might sit there and cry sometimes, or sit in my room and cry sometimes because I'm in pain. But I prayed for them pains when I couldn't wipe my own butt. When I had somebody had to put me on the bedpan. When I couldn't, you know, like eat by myself, or, you know.
Yeah. Well, I want to say, Saud, I really like you genuinely. I think your heart is just, it's bigger than this whole earth. You just have the biggest heart.
To come down and volunteer sometimes. You be seeing it because I see you on my page all the time.
Yes.
Sometimes we be needing volunteers. That's the most important thing that we be needing. When we do these big events, we be needing volunteers, y'all.
I'm happy to volunteer. I do not mind volunteering, and I show up to stuff when I'm not working. So
I'm not talking about on the news. We ain't got to be on the news with it and all that.
That's what I'm saying when I'm not working. Yeah.
That's right. You helping out, because that ain't what it's about.
That's wonderful. Well, I want to tell y'all, pick up Don't Play with Sod. Here's the book right here. Check it out. Thank you to everybody. You got a lot of love tonight. Thank you for bringing a lot of your folks over here to check it out, to see you, because I know they're all here to see you. So thank you so much. And I wish you so much luck. And I know you're going to be a bestseller with.
Yeah, Sod did some things in that book, so y'all don't judge me. Don't play with Sod. Y'all see it.